Yes, but then I'm bothered because there is a Spain Learned League mini league right now, and I swear there was a question that was like, this autonomous region in Spain is like the equivalent of Prince of Wales. It's what the crown, the heir apparent gets as a title. And it also started with A, and I've never heard of it before, and I can't remember it. So maybe that's not one of the larger ones.
I don't know. But of the three we have, the most alphabetically correct one would be Andalusia.
So let's just go with that.
Sure, Andalusia.
All right, Jonathan?
So Kylie, why don't you talk about that for a sec?
I started with Catalan, which
that's probably what I meant.
Yeah, now as soon as you said Catalonia, I was like, wait a minute, is that what it is? The only reason that I am familiar with that one is because I think that is the region that's famous for those like Christmas statues, those like obscene pooping Christmas statues.
No, I don't, but it sounds amazing.
I'll send you a link.
Make sure you include Lauren Carey on that link. She'll get a kick out of whatever this is.
So that I think is Catalonia. But then Jonathan, you said Aragon, which I definitely know was one of the kingdoms that became Spain. It's the autonomous region thing that's throwing me off.
Me too. I don't know what that means.
But yeah, because neither of us had much better, we decided to go with Aragon because it was the alphabetically first of the ones that we could think of.
Sure. So I think, and I'm sure I'm going to get people screaming at the podcast if I'm wrong about this, but I think autonomous community of Spain is similar to like states of the United States and counties of a country or something. I think so. Seville is the capital and the largest city of Andalusia.
Wow. Really great job.
That's thanks, Dad, for giving me the Clash CDs when I was younger.
That's very good.
At the end of the first round, the score is 30-20. Sarah and Carmela have the lead.
So the language is Catalan, the region is Catalonia. That was going to bother me.
Round 2, question 1. Your category is world currency. Here's your question. What is the name given to the official currency used in Angola, a currency that can be used year-round and not just from December 26th to January 1st?
All right, we're going to lock in with what is surely not the right answer, but it's as good as we're going to get.
All right, sounds good. Jonathan and Kylie, you may talk out loud about what you're thinking.
Well, it's not much, I can tell you that. It would be a lot easier if I just knew the currency of Angola, because I feel like your clue is putting me through more fits than just knowing the currency. Because I feel like I should know that, period.
Perhaps their currency is used Christmas trees. They have an economy based on Christmas trees.
That's actually the official name, but I need the colloquial name.
Oh, crap.
So the period from December 26th to January 1st.
So you brought up Yule, and so you think of like Yuletide greetings and that kind of stuff. My understanding is that just is the whole Christmas season.
Yeah, I agree. And then Advent is before like an Advent calendar. Mm-hmm. And
I know that so my mother is Catholic and she refuses to take her tree down until Three Kings Day or something like that, which is in early January. So I don't know if there's like some kind of Catholic feast period or something like that we're talking about.
Yeah, that's where I was sort of going, because I did grow up Catholic. I'm a lapsed Catholic now, but I feel like there is some feast or some saints period of time that I'm just not coming up with the name for. I should have paid more attention in Bible school, maybe. That's probably why I'm not a Catholic anymore. I have no idea. Like a Feast of Lights, but even if it is such a thing, that doesn't sound like something that would be an African country's currency.
I agree. Okay, so we need to come up with an answer here. Is it something like a box? Or
like Boxing Day?
Boxes after Christmas or returns or... something that ends on New Year's. So the period between Christmas and New Year's got to have a distinct name, but I don't know what it is.
Right. I don't either.
All right. Well, do you want to go with box?
That's better than nothing.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go with the Angolan box.
Okay. Carmela and Sarah?
So we didn't know.
Good.
Like, not even really. But the thing you're thinking of is the Epiphany. It's when the wise men reached the manger.
That is what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, because that's also when my mom takes all of her Christmas stuff down. It has to stay up till the 6th of January.
That's the one.
So, and that's where the 12 days of Christmas comes from. It's the time from Christmas to the Epiphany. So that's the angle we went with. And we could only think of one monetary thing in the 12 days of Christmas. So we said rings.
Okay. So, the official currency of Angola, you guys were on the right track. Neither of you got it right. I'm very sorry.
We realized that.
Yeah. You were on the right track with holidays. The thing was, you needed to think African holidays.
Oh.
I like
Is
the
it the
ability to do
Kwanzaa?
so.
It is the Kwanzaa.
Really?
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
I kind of thought of that, but I didn't realize. I thought that was more rooted in kind of the diaspora moving abroad rather than rooted from Africa. I didn't know that, actually. So,
I don't know. It's a holiday that's from December 26th to January 1st this year and is the currency of Angola.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Knowing is half the battle, I'm told.
G.I. Joe.
I appreciate the fight, at least. All right. No points awarded there. Next question, though. Round 2. Question 2. Category is the study of what? Here's your question. Gemology is not the study of gems and gemstones. That's gemology. But rather, gemonology is the study of what?
Can you spell gemology?
You know, I was about to say, Jonathan, would you like me to spell that for you? Because I know you love that.
I just want to make sure I'm not... If it's a J, I want to know. It could be a study of gem and the holograms.
I want you to actually put that answer regardless of what I say right now, but here's how you spell it. Geminology. Gemology.
We're locked in.
All right, Jonathan and Kylie, what are you thinking?
So, Kylie, I have a thought. I want to preface this by saying I don't know the answer. Okay? Mm-hmm. I do know that Gemini in the horoscope, or whatever the hell you call the astrology wheel, the symbol is the twins. And so it could be that Gemini has a root in the concept of twins, and this could be the study of twins.
I think that's 100% right. That was my first thought also.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then why don't we do that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's lock that in.
We're saying twins.
Okay, Carmela and Sarah.
We pretty much had the same conversation,
Yep.
right, Sarah?
exactly the same.
My first thought was Gemini. I'm like, famous Geminis? Like, is that what the study is? But then Sarah said twins. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. Although now I'm half expecting him to be like, no, it's constellation. Got you guys. But we're going with twins.
Gemology, not the study of gems and gemstones. It is the study of twins.
Nice.
Very good. And yeah, perfect logic. Gemini is the twins. Very good. Round 2, question 3. Category here is 80s comedy films. Lisa and Michelle Blair were just 4 months old when they took turns playing Mary Bennington, one of the 4 title characters in what 1987 comedy?
All right. I'm with you. Go for it.
Okay, we'll lock in.
Oh, well, we were just about to lock in. Sarah, you were...
So I immediately saw like infants writing down like, films I know have infants in them, but once you got with 4 title characters, I was like, 3 men and a baby equals 4. So we went with 3 men and a baby.
Okay. Jonathan, Kylie?
Yeah, basically when you said 80s comedy, my ears perked up. And then when you said 4-month-old was one of the characters, I immediately went to baby and 3 men and a baby.
Mary Bennington, one of the 4 title characters in 3 Men and a Baby.
Yay.
Really great job, Kylie. I'm glad I didn't
like
have
that.
to think of that.
Good. She was actually one of the 3 men. The baby was Steve Gutenberg. Yeah.
Who
I'm
also
sitting there
had
going,
cocaine in his diaper.
I mean, who didn't, honestly?
I was like, I had to think about movies with babies, and then you said 3 men and a baby. I'm like, oh, good, because I couldn't think of any.
When he said title characters, I thought I was looking for a movie with 4 names in the title, and I'm like, crap. At the end of the second round, the score is 50-40. Sarah and Carmela have maintained their lead.
Yay.
All right. We're going to go ahead and start round 3. The category here is magazine covers. Your question. A certain symbolic woman appeared on the cover of the May 29th, 1943 edition of the Saturday Evening Post. Either name that symbolic woman or identify the artist that painted that cover. You'll get 10 points for either answer. You'll get a... Jonathan, how many bonus points do you usually do? I have 5-point bonus here. Just 2 points?
Yep.
Okay. 2-point bonus if you get both of the names.
All right, we're locked in.
Okay, Jonathan and Kylie.
The first thought that I had about the symbolic woman from 1943 would be Rosie the Riveter asking women to head into the workforce while the soldier boys were overseas. I'm pretty confident that that is correct. And then the other thing that I am pretty confident about is the Saturday Evening Post covers were very often done by Norman Rockwell, which, Jonathan, that was one of your thoughts too.
Yep.
So the only thing that's tripping me up is I have never heard that Norman Rockwell is the artist behind Rosie the Riveter.
And it doesn't look like his work.
Not really.
His work is really, really soft edges, almost feathery around the edges.
So from the question, I am way more confident to say that the symbolic woman in 1943 was Rosie the Riveter, and then take a stab with Rockwell because of the Saturday Evening Post connection for the bonus.
Are there any other artists in the time that it could have been? Warhol, I know that's wrong, or another American
famed... like a famed illustrator.
Yeah, like the name Thomas Nast keeps coming to mind, even though I think he was political cartoons.
Yeah. I just wish that I could get some connection in my brain between Rosie the Riveter and Norman Rockwell.
I mean, Rockwell, he's the kind of, he's like a, who's the guy who does all the cottages with the pastel flowers? This isn't the answer, but you know what I'm talking about? Never mind. So go ahead, Carmela. Who's the guy?
You're thinking of Thomas Kincaid?
Yes.
Rockwell is like a Thomas Kincaid kind of guy, where it's like when you see his painting, when you see a painting by this person, you're like, oh, that is obviously this painter.
Well, and he was also known for idealized versions of American life, American suburban life in particular. You know, there's the famous, often parodied Thanksgiving dinner scene with the people all around the table and the perfect turkey. I keep coming back to it because I'm very certain that he is most often associated with covers for the Saturday Evening Post.
I agree wholeheartedly. So I think we might as well go with it. It's the best we have.
Okay. So do you want to do Rosie the Riveter for our main answer and then Rockwell for the bonus points?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll do that.
Carmela and Sarah?
We had a very similar but much shorter conversation and ended up with the same conclusion. We know Rockwell is the most commonly associated artist with the Saturday Evening Post, but I wasn't sure that he actually did Rosie the Riveter, but we didn't have anything better. So we said Rosie the Riveter and Norman Rockwell.
The certain symbolic woman who appeared on that cover, both you guys getting your 10 points, it is Rosie the Riveter, is correct. The original picture of Rosie the Riveter, the We Can Do It poster, was made in 1942 by J. Howard Miller. She was reanimated and put on this May of 1943 cover. Probably a picture that people haven't really seen, but notably looks like and is Norman Rockwell.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
awesome.
That was a different version.
We stressed out over nothing.
Yeah, so the famous Rosie picture is someone else, but this cover on the Saturday Evening Post was Norman Rockwell.
All right.
Like, that's definitely not Norman Rockwell. That picture I'm thinking of.
12 points for both teams. Good job.
Yay.
All right. Round 3, question 2. Your category is Life in the Fast Lane. Here's your question. What does HOV stand for in reference to the restricted traffic lane or the HOV lane found on many highways around the world?
I'm down with it, Kylie.
We'll lock in.
All right. Carmel and Sarah, what are you thinking?
See, now I'm conflicted.
Now, we both think we know, but there's like slight discrepancies. So I thought it was heavily occupied vehicle.
And I thought it was high occupancy vehicle.
But it's not all high occupancy, because if you have, like, a car can have two
like
people in
seats,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just put, the car. Stands for carpool lane. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it means. It's the carpool lane.